Summer travels on Destination Adventure are reserved for the north, but this new rig opens so many doors for location access. Before pushing north, I want to share with all of you some of the most beautiful country in British Columbia, and it's hidden right here in my backyard. The geological diversity of the Cariboo and Chilcotin is something unrivaled anywhere else. Last episode, we went east into the only inland temperate rainforest in the world. Now this week, we're heading west, where I've mapped a route through the maze of Forest Service roads to find some of the most iconic but rarely visited sites of the province. We'll be leaving the pavement just outside Williams Lake, and if all goes well, we won't be seeing it again for at least a week, or possibly 2. Ever since I was a kid, all I wanted to be was an explorer. Sail the 7 seas, find new worlds.
Uncle D, we've been over this.
Over what?
Everything's already been found.
Oh, man.
Well, so much for that. But if I can't be an explorer, I can still be an adventurer. So I built a rig and we're hitting the open road. My name is Dustin Porter, and this is Destination Adventure.
Here we go. That's the end of the pavement. We left cell phone reception about 15 minutes ago, and we shouldn't see either one again for at least a week. It's awfully dry out here, but I don't anticipate a whole lot of traffic, so the only thing really suffering is the boat, but I put the cover on her, so she should be fine. That's all, dude. They might be cows, but they're sure not cowards. Didn't even move over. Several sections of this route go right through working ranches. Just going through Alkali right now. Super beautiful. Let me give you a look. Just coming into the Fraser River Valley, which is a scenic highlight to this route, but it comes with a neat little surprise tomorrow. So I don't want to show you guys too much today. I've been put onto a lead for a lake with some stellar fly fishing close by. I'm gonna see if we can find it and camp on this side tonight. Just going through the lava fields right now. Really neat spot. I've always been intrigued by this section that has what looks to be a lava flow that the road goes right through. I don't know much about how volcanoes work, but at some point in time, there was an eruption or a flow or something here. drastic miscalculation on the lake for night number 1. I think I'll be able to find it. I mean, it's summer, so the days are long. So I got lots of daylight left, but there's a old water flume or something running along the cliffside here. Gotta fly the drone and give you guys a little look-see. The road seems to follow right up the little creek valley here. It is just beautifully overgrown. What an amazing drive this is. I should have known this would happen. I knew somewhere on this route it was washed out, and it's on the last section of me trying to get to this lake. Not entirely sure what to do here. Well, I mean, there's tons of nice places to stay, but looking at my map book, it looks like there might be a back road in. 7 o'clock in the afternoon already. Don't know if I want to start finding back routes, but might hop on the e-bike. Super nice folks out here. That guy stopped for a little chat. I'm gonna take the bike over, check out that ranch. Pretty dusty back here. Poor bike. Hopefully I can get through this creek. High percentage that I can't. Oh yeah, piece of cake. Pretty fun being from a small town. That guy that stopped and was chatting there, I asked if it would be all right if I came and took a look at the old homestead here. So he asked who I was. Told him Dustin Porter, and he said, "Oh, your dad must be Jason Porter." I said, "Yeah." He said, "I knew your grandpa Norm Porter." I had to tell him all about the truck. It's an old Norm Porter logging truck. Look at this. What a neat place. And I bet I'm gonna pump this handle and water's gonna come out. Come on, baby. Look at that. That is amazing. It's so nice to see a place that's been left so perfect. Look at that. Nice little rock work out front. This one doesn't even have a door, so I'll take a quick little peek. Uy, no bueno. That gentleman told me this is the old Pigeon Ranch. Didn't expect to find something this early in the adventure, so I did zero research. Cannot confirm. But I can tell you, I'm so tempted to drink some of that water. I bet it would be so nice, but who knows what could have fallen down the old well. And just been rotting down there. I gotta try it again though. Look at this old wooden handle. You can feel the pressure when you start to pump it. I knew it was gonna pump water right away. Here we go. I'm going for it. gonna be honest. Tastes like rusty pipe. But I'm happy I went for it. Let's find somewhere to camp. Unfortunate change of plans for night number 1. Staying at Brigham Springs.
As much as I was hoping to stay at a lake the first night and do some fishing, this Brigham Springs ended up to be absolutely perfect. Nestled right down in between the mountains. It's a beautiful little creek going right through camp here, and I can actually hear it from in the bed, so that was really nice to listen to all night last night. We're not going very far today, but we get to do something really cool. We're taking a suspension bridge over the Fraser River. I've always wanted to do it. I've spent most of the day editing today, so it's time to hit the road.
This is where the trip should start getting pretty interesting. We have a short but steep climb up over the mountain, and then a long, very steep, very windy drop right down to the Fraser River and the suspension bridge. Something new to me with this rig is an exhaust brake. Very excited to see how much of a help that's going to be on these downhills. Contrast in landscape between the last adventure and this one. Just crested the mountain. What a view. Holy smokes. Good evening, folks. This is your captain speaking. Destination Adventure Flight 69. We are beginning our descent. Have become a massive fan of the exhaust brake. I would just be riding the brakes constantly. I'm able to just not touch them at all. We're going quite slow, but it's necessary right here. More little switchback drop, and then the grand finale, suspension bridge. Wow, it has an awfully janky cable system. Holy smokes. I think we can sneak under. Oh, it makes a lot of noise. Stopping in the middle, do some droning. It's quite windy out here. When I stopped in the middle, the whole bridge you could feel swaying like that. Well, I don't care who you are. Something like that just makes you feel good. Let's find somewhere to camp.
There is a world waiting outside our door. It stands uncharted. Oh, how it longs to be uncovered by its own. It's boundless.
Finding a camp spot has been less than successful so far. You're very limited where you're allowed to stay in a vehicle on the grasslands, and the plan was Churn Creek, but the map book isn't showing it as a camp spot. I think it is okay, so I might turn around soon, but I'm up into what's known as Namiah Valley. Unbelievably beautiful. It's my first time out this way. Really nice. At this point, I'm kind of just driving, taking in the scenery. 7:15, so I'll probably turn around soon, but man, this is nice. We're about 15 kilometers down the Namiah Valley Road, and this is called the Namiah Valley Campground. It's literally just a fenced off chunk of field. And then there's a little area over there, I think, for so you could put horses in. I was hoping for a spot by the water, but this will do for tonight. Today we'll be finishing our climb up to the world famous Gang Ranch, which is a pretty interesting piece of local history. But I think what draws most people out there is the scenery of the surrounding area, which we've been enjoying already for several days. So I don't know if we're actually going to stop at the ranch or just pass through, but it'll be my first time out there, so I'm excited to see it. Being the desert, I'm surprised how lush and green it is here. We just went up what looks to be a creek valley, but I'm guessing most of the water out here would be coming from springs. I think we're just crossing into Gang Ranch now. Saw someone in a truck. Gonna ask if I can fly the drone. Well, nice folks out here. He was a little bit hesitant with my request, but ultimately gave me the go-ahead to fly the drone, so you guys get a little peek anyways.
Been walking for a while, my feet are getting tired, my heart's a little heavy, but you keep me going. Been walking for a while, mile after mile, my soul's a little weary.
Pretty cool to see all that desert grassland with the beautiful green irrigated fields. I'm thankful they let me do that. Now it's time to move on. Okie dokie. No more messing around, you guys. I am just itching to camp tonight by a friggin' lake, catch me a friggin' fish, and eat it for friggin' dinner.
said it'd be a narrow road. You said it'd be a narrow road. This world will never be my home. The journey might be lonely, but I'll never be alone. Oh, I'll never be alone.
We've been just ripping along the 2800 road, making good time, but not good enough time to get where I wanted tonight. But I see there's a tiny little lake called Alex Lake down this road. Just gonna pop down and take a look. If it looks like it might have fish, it'd be a great spot to stop for the night. Looks like a swamp. Oh man. Just a little detour, but if anyone's thinking about fishing Alex Lake, don't bother. The only thing you're gonna catch there is giardia. Look at this. Got a nice little creek. Looking fishy. See, the thing is, I'm so far away from anything. There's no point in pushing forwards. I'm just gonna freestyle my own camp spot tonight. Yep, this is the good life. Some people call it camping. Just happens to be the process I have to go through every night to find where I'm gonna sleep. Just gonna go over here and see if this was muddy. Looks like it's gonna be fine. But look at it. There's a bunch of drums of oil or something over there. Drums of jet fuel. In the spirit of not getting shot in the face, I'll leave those there.
Been walking for a while, wandering in the wild. You're holding me steady. Yeah, you keep me going. Been walking for a while, following the
This camp spot is the best of the trip so far. First of all, it's absolutely beautiful, but it comes with a bunch of other stuff. Let me give you the tour. Welcome to the bottom of the hill. I chose this camp spot last night because you can drive right out to the edge of the hill here. And I'm no expert on the subject, but I came for a little cruise on the e-bike last night. At the bottom of the hill, found what I believe is a series of what I grew up calling quiggly holes. I've also heard them called pit homes. And there's a whole bunch of them in here. And if we come up top, I don't think that this area is landscaped flat, but it is perfectly flat. All right here. And then this rim going around right there. And what makes it even more livable is the creek is right here. So that's fresh water year round. And I can confirm it has fish. Did a little stroll down there and did some fly fish and got into some little rainbow trout. The Chilcotin, where I am right now, has a very extensive history with the indigenous. That goes back many hundreds of years. Whether or not this is the location of an old village, I'm not sure, but it has all of the indications that it could have been. Just beautiful out here. Let's head back up to the truck.
As much as we have been enjoying just driving around, taking in some spectacular scenery, this trip does have a destination, and we're about halfway there. But this is also where the ecosystem's gonna start to change, and it's gonna change pretty drastically. It's actually gonna get very spectacular. So I'm gonna end this episode here at this camp spot, and next week we'll pick up where we left off, because I wanna give the other half its own episode as well. But I hope you guys are enjoying the West, and thanks for watching, everybody. As always, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Light a match, let it go. The fire catch, explode. Blow your mind one more time. Hurricane running through my veins. I'm buck wild, honey child.